Beyond the Cemetery Whispering channel. Subscribe to my channel and I promise you won't fall asleep tonight.
Archangel Raphael. Few of us are familiar with the world of angels and their hierarchy. The main reason is that there is not enough reliable information about these celestial creatures. That's because the world of angels was formed long before creation of humanity, and only chosen ones are allowed to be in contact with highest powers. So, angels and archangels are beings who embody the highest intelligence, endurance, and wisdom. Angels are God's messengers, bringing messages from the Most High to mankind. They also protect and guide us. They intercede before God for people who have strayed from the right path. And there are those who have a more elevated position. They are called archangels. They rule over the ordinary angels, and each of them is in charge of a different sphere. In fact, there are not so many of them. The most famous are Michael and Gabriel. In the canonical Bible, no archangel is mentioned by the name Raphael. His name appears in the non-canonical Old Testament, which in ancient times was considered a holy book. The Archangel Raphael was a friend of Tobit's son. Translated from Aramaic, the name is interpreted as the healing of God. In general, the Archangel Raphael helps heal both the physical body and the spiritual body. It helps to balance the emotional realm. In this article we will consider in more detail the following questions. What helps the Archangel Raphael? What prayers you need to know to address the history of his emergence. Legends about the Archangel. As mentioned above, the first mentions of Raphael were noted back in the Old Testament. He is one of the few archangels to have been given a Chaldean name. The following references to Raphael are encountered. According to one of Solomon's legends, during the construction of the temple, the king asked for the Lord's blessing. As a sign of his approval, God gave Solomon a ring, which Raphael himself delivered. The power of the ring was that it overpowered all demons, so that the construction of the temple was successfully completed. Many believe that it was Raphael who helped Noah and revealed to him the healing formulas that later helped save mankind from extinction. He is the only archangel who can lift the veil of secrecy about the netherworld. It was he who told Enoch of several places where souls are before the last judgment. When Abraham was circumcised, it was Raphael who helped relieve his pain. The archangel cured Tobit of his blindness and also helped him for a long time as a guide. The most famous and widespread legend is how Raphael, during his journey to Upper Egypt with Tobit and his son, would destroy the demons that killed all of Sarah's husbands, who would later become Tobit's chosen one. After the wanderers returned home, the archangel revealed the secret of his powers. Ranks. The holy archangel Raphael is the head of the angels of healing. He is also one of the 6 angels of repentance. He is also the angel of love, joy, prayer, and light. He is the patron saint of science and knowledge. In parallel, Raphael is the regent of the sun, ruler of the south and the west. He rules the evening winds. Unlike the other archangels, he has 6 wings. At the same time he belongs to the ranks of lordship and power. But in spite of all regalia, Raphael is the most outgoing of all the angels. He often appeared to people on behalf of the Almighty to deliver a message. That is why in images he can often be seen among the crowds of people. The significance of the saint in Christianity. If biblical lore is to be believed, the archangel is the patron saint of medicine. All believers helps in the healing of both the physical body and the soul. In the hierarchy of the archangels he is in second place, after Michael. In every saint there are 2 essences that balance each other. One is feminine, the other is masculine. In this archangel, the second essence is the Virgin Arius. In the Bible, as far as the New Testament is concerned, he is not mentioned in any of the chapters. Only the angels Gabriel and Michael are mentioned. In icons, the Archangel Raphael is often depicted with a fish in his hands. This is associated with an ancient legend, which tells of how the father of the then still young Raphael asked his son to catch a fish. After the boy complied with his father's request, he taught him to heal his blindness with the help of a fish bladder. The saint himself is depicted as a young boy with dark hair. Many healers or physicians keep his image in their homes, as it is believed to increase the chances of healing. The meaning of the saint in Islam. In Muslims, he is known by the name of Israfil. Also, as in Orthodoxy, he is revered as one of the all-powerful archangels. It is he who will announce the day of judgment and blow the trumpet twice. That the terrible day has come, that all souls will gather before the day of judgment. The meaning of the saint in Judaism. Like the Orthodox, the Jews believe that anyone can call upon an archangel, but he cannot intervene and help unless there is good reason to do so. If the sick person does not want to be healed, not even the archangel can force him. But according to believers, Raphael's very presence reduces pain and suffering, and blunts the mental ordeal. The archangel often acts in tandem with Michael. What the archangel helps in. This saint is especially popular among Christians. It is possible to turn to him with requests not only about themselves, but also about their relatives and loved ones. The archangel helps only those who really need it. The healings of the Archangel Raphael. Relieves mental torment and negative emotions, helps to heal from serious illnesses, helps to get rid of bad habits, those people who really want to, heals the soul and body from the wounds. If you have difficulties in life, turn to the archangel with a prayer from the heart, and he will help you. People who are under constant stress can find peace after turning to the icon of the archangel. The history of the appearance of the image. Since there are many speculations about where the image of the saint came from, no one can say exactly how he should be depicted on icons. But it can definitely be stated that his image is associated with God-pleasing deeds. According to legend, one day at the direction of the Lord, Raphael buried a fallen angel. The sinful angel Azazel was called to teach people various crafts. But at the same time, he inculcated depravity in people. Originally, the main purpose of the archangels was to watch over the angels who betrayed the Almighty, as well as ordinary sinful people. After that, he began to heal people from various ailments, as well as to drive demons out of them, which he imprisoned in hell. According to the reasoning of the Archangel Raphael, besides the two afterworlds, hell and paradise, there are many other worlds. Today, his icon is an amulet not only for the sick, but also for doctors themselves and students of medical institutions. Images of the saint. One of the Gnostic sects began to depict Raphael as a demon in the guise of a beast. Accompanying him are two other angels, Michael, Gabriel. Often he is depicted as a wanderer, with a flask slung over his shoulder. In such an image, Raphael looks more like a simple man than an angel. It is believed that the saint protects travelers on the road. Most likely, this image was formed due to the fact that Raphael was a guide for his father and often walked in the guise of a wanderer. The archangel was also often portrayed in the company of Adam and Eve at supper. It is not uncommon for him to appear in the form of a serpent. Mostly, he is depicted as in the photo, the Archangel Raphael with Michael and Gabriel. Where is the icon kept? It is very difficult to find an icon in which the saint is alone. Often he is depicted in a copulation with other saints or ordinary people. But despite this, it is still possible to find such a rare icon in Russia. It is located in Saracino, in the Church of the Archistrategus of God Michael. But, unfortunately, it will not be possible to see it in the near future, as the temple itself has been under restoration since 2018. Date of celebration of the icon. Every year on November 21st there is a celebration of the icon of St. Raphael. On this day it is possible to attend a service dedicated to the icon, as well as listen to the liturgy. On this day, a large number of sick and in need of healing go to the icon. How to call a saint. Not all of us know how to properly appeal to the saints, standing in front of their image. Often many of us are used to asking, but few remember to give thanks. no matter where you pray, in the temple or at home in front of the image. Remember that it is necessary not only to know how to ask correctly, but also to know how to give thanks. You can do this with a prayer or in an arbitrary form. The main thing is that the request and gratitude should be from the heart. This is not as easy as it might seem at first glance. This is where prayer can come in handy. To Archangel Raphael can be addressed in various ways. How to address the Archangel correctly? It is not necessary to learn the prayer by heart and recite it before the image. This may be time-consuming and of no use. Standing before the image. Collect your thoughts. Try to describe your situation briefly, but succinctly. Ask the saint to fill your soul with healing powers. Ask him to surround you with positive energy. Open your soul wholly to the Lord and trust him. Be sure to thank the Holy One and the Most High for the blessings given earlier. If you are not asking for yourself, try to axially visualize the one for whom you are praying. You can also ask the Almighty to send you Raphael or ask the saint directly. It is possible to ask not only for your relatives and loved ones. The saint will help to heal even the animal for which you are asking. Prayer to the Archangel Raphael. The recitation of prayers to Raphael is not much different from the similar ritual of addressing other saints. Few people know this, but before reciting any prayer it is necessary to recite the Lord's Prayer. While it is not easy to learn the prayers for all the saints, everyone should know the basic one. Moreover, it is sometimes part of the school curriculum in schools with a religious orientation. A regular recitation of the prayer is very important. The more often you do it, the better. This does not mean that you have to recite the text countless times in a row. At least once a day is enough. You can even do it on your way to work or during a walk. The main thing is to do it consciously. Prayer to Archangel Raphael for the healing of the sick. One of the most powerful. Its healing abilities lie not only in curing various ailments, but also in freeing your life from negativity and surrounding yourself with positive energy. The texts of the prayers are best taken from official sources or asked in church. Initially, the prayer to Archangel Raphael for the cure of the sick acts on a subtle level, and only then heals the physical ailment. In addition to healing, other prayers can be addressed to the saint. Prayer for marriage. Orthodox people who dream of meeting their half in order to create a happy family with her can also turn to Street Raphael. Several people can read the prayer at the same time, which will of course enhance its effect. This can be the petitioner himself, as well as his parents or loved ones who sincerely wish the person a happy life. The appeal should be sincere, as well as the desire to meet true love. Otherwise, all efforts will be in vain. Protective prayer. We, often experiencing difficulties, turn to the Almighty with a request for protection. And it is Raphael who is responsible for this action. Prayer, as well as the akathist to the Archangel Raphael, protects a person from the strong impact of negative energy of any nature. With such protection, it is much easier to decide to make a responsible decision, as well as to enter the struggle with your own demons. It will be easier for you to cope with all the trials destined by fate, with such a strong protection, which will be with you after the prayer to Archangel Raphael. It is best to say the prayer immediately after awakening. If you forget, do it at any moment as you remember the prayer. The Pentacle. The pentacle of the Archangel Raphael is often depicted with capital symbolic letters. It is believed to be a very powerful amulet. There are several areas in which it can be effective. It is this amulet that can tell a person that he needs treatment without him knowing it himself. It is often used to exorcise demons and evil spirits. This pentacle may protect you from different kinds of incantations. This amulet is indispensable for travelers. Now you know much more about the world of the archangels, especially Raphael.